media interviews, universities, public talks, and then we'll see the Buddhist community, how we could arrange a meeting. So, to answer your question, this is right now how I see it. And it'll play out. I was telling Yanis earlier, usually many things develop at the last week or two. Then all these people come out of nowhere and say, oh, love to have peaceful dinners, do this, do that. So who knows? Things could change. But I'll definitely keep that in mind.
One more question as the previous topic. Could you say something about the importance of publishing books in our language? I meant translating the Tibetan books, Tibetan Buddhism books, and about Tibetan culture. What do you say about this importance of such literature?
Absolutely, I think it is important.
It could contribute to this, your struggle and all.
Like the Dalai Lama always says when people ask, what can we do? And Dalai Lama says usually, if you can, go to Tibet. See situation for yourself and you decide. Because China always says Tibetans in Tibet are very, very happy. The Dalai Lama and his clique, they're lying. You go to Tibet, it's happy. But when many medias, when they apply for visa, Chinese don't let them. Chinese will only let select group of media who are their sympathizers to go. So I think more, obviously, the Dalai Lama's teachings, the books, his talks have gained a lot of support for Tibet. Today, you must have heard of Mind and Life, the meetings that happen between Tibetan lamas and scientists. In some ways I think it is incredible that Tibetan Buddhism is so open, and in some ways vulnerable for criticism. And the Dalai Lama's thinking is very simple. If science can prove that there is something wrong in the way we look at things, we will revisit it. And scientists find it very fascinating because I've been in many of these mind and life institutions. When the Dalai Lama and some Tibetan lamas discuss science, it makes many scientists think. These Tibetan monks, lamas have no labs, but it's all many, many years of mind training. That's how rich the culture and how strong, Dalai Lama keeps saying Nalanda teaching. And it's amazing. All these years it has remained very tact, and the whole Buddhist philosophy is open to debate, right? One always questions. You don't take anything for blind faith. You question. You question your Lama, you do, all sorts of things. So I think in that respect, writing about Tibetan culture, religion, anything that helps, as long as it helps people, and that's what's really key is.
I have one strange question. What do you think about Latvia's role as European Union country in relationships between China and Tibet? Can we do something in this perspective?
Absolutely. You know, in life, look at me. I'm a big dreamer. I dream big. I like to dream big. I'm a Tibetan who lived in Canada for 35 years. But for some reason, I've always felt that I can change Canadian government. I don't know why. I always thought. Because, of course, why won't they help Tibet? So I started a group in 1987 called Canada-Tibet Committee. Today we have 11 branches across the country. And we've done amazing work. And I did all that having a full-time day job as an engineer. Every spare minute I worked for Tibet. Now, how did I become Dalai Lama's representative? I have no training in diplomacy. I'm not a politician. I just, from engineering work to this job I came. It's almost by accident. I really believe if, you know, in the English saying, it's, I'm sure in Latvian language you have, where there is a will, there is a way. If for some reason, let's say Latvian president or the prime minister thinks, you know what, Latvia foreign policy top for the next 2 years will be Tibet. We are going to support Tibet. Let's say if they were to happen. I have no doubt that many, many European countries will join Latvia. Right now, most European countries are too afraid to take the lead. So that's what I'm saying. To make it easier, if Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, 3 countries together, if they work, few MPs if they talk together, because I think it's doable. Because you see, if Dalai Lama is asking for total independence from China, then perhaps many countries will shy. Dalai Lama is saying, we're not seeking independence. We don't want separation. We want to remain as part of China, but give us genuine autonomy. That's very reasonable, you see. So, if Baltic were to do this for Tibet in the European Union, almost all European countries would support and join. And then China might have to do something, because as a European Union, as a bloc, they cannot punish every country, you see. Because if it is one country, Denmark, then they could punish Denmark, you see. So it's doable. So it's not a matter of size. You know, I was sharing earlier a joke with somebody, and the Dalai Lama jokingly said, it's not important about the size, that when you're small, you can still make a difference. And he said, try sleeping with a mosquito. Then you'll know. Size doesn't matter. So, you know, if, for example, Latvia wanted, it can be done. You can always find a way. But then the question is, how can you get Latvia to do this? That's what I'm saying. Every Latvian needs, like, for example, if you speak with your friends and families and all this, and slowly, you know, talk about what it's like before 22 years ago, how you always hoped that someone is going to come and help. And I've had many